Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming out this morning to be a part of the Greg Court Laity-Led Faith-Based Counseling panel discussion. We are so excited to get started with you this morning. We have a wonderful event planned for you, and I'm so grateful that you all agreed to participate. We have 3 topics that we're going to go over today. And these topics are going to help us serve one another a little bit better. So let me start by introducing myself. My name is Diane. I am a pastoral counseling student in the doctoral program at Liberty University. And again, back to the panel discussion, because we want to dive right in because time will go by really fast. So we have 4 panelists that are going to help us out today and provide us with some great content that we're going to be able to leave and get active out into our communities, into our churches, and we're going to be able to apply it to our families as well. So let me introduce our panelists. First, we have Mr. Muhammad, we have Miss Lynette, Miss Alice, and Mr. James. So we're going to get started. We're going to get comfortable here, and we are going to dive right into some really interesting questions. Okay, now, the first topic that we're going to discuss today is pursuing my purpose. We're all interested in fulfilling our purpose, right? That's what this topic is going to be about, pursuing my purpose. Now, I don't want you to think that this is just anything that we can just come up with in our mind. Jesus actually gives us, the Bible actually gives us some direction on our purpose. The Bible tells us that when we serve others, when they are hungry, when they need shelter, when they are sick, when they are in prison, when they are a stranger. If you recall in the book of Matthew, Jesus says, when you do that for the least one, you do that for me. Anyone remember that? So that's a hint for us. That's our clue of a direction for pursuing our purpose. So the first question, now that we know pursuing our purpose is about serving one another, let me ask you a question. Let's start with Mr. Muhammad.
Okay.
What problem do you want to be solved in the world?
Well, as you said, our purpose is serving people. So in serving people, the number one thing that every religion teaches is to make sure that everyone has a plate of food. You don't go to bed with a full stomach and your neighbor don't have no food. So it's like what the situation that just happened. It shouldn't have happened, but people were prepared. Different mosques and different churches were prepared to take up the slack for the food. So if we could continue to make sure that we have food available in different products that for crisis, because it could be another type of crisis.
Absolutely.
So just basically having supplies ready.
Absolutely. Hunger. You want to solve the hunger problem in the world. What's your take on that, Mr. James? What would be the problem in the world that you would like to have solved?
I would say crime. Yeah, crime.
Tell me more.
Because of poverty, that's why there's so much crime. And the upbringing. So many parents now are on drugs, so they can't provide for the children. And they got them do crime, you know, to help with the bills and stuff.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. And the addictions that people face, that
Yeah.
falls under the category of care, doesn't it?
Right.
Of sickness.
Mhm.
The scripture says, when I was sick, you cared for me,
True
you
that.
know? Very good, both of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's move to our next question and get the ladies involved. Miss Alice,
Yes.
what activity energizes you?
What activity energizes?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, the activity you're talking about is anything or
Anything, what
anything?
energizes you?
At times, a little fun. And serving God is my main activity.
So when you serve God,
Mhm.
when you speak of it, what would that activity be?
Well, in his, as far as my gifts concerned, the Lord has anointed me with healing hands. So I pray with people. I am so involved with a lot of people in my life, and I thank God for the way He uses me. Like I said, praying,
Mhm.
and also when He puts someone before my path, whatever I do for that person, I'ma always go back to them and make sure if they are all right.
Oh,
You
follow
know,
up, that's
yes,
wonderful, that's
yes.
wonderful, and we all need prayer.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely,
I'm telling
absolutely. Miss Lynette, add to that, tell me, what activity energizes you?
I like the bowl.
Bold,
I like the bowl.
okay,
And, but interacting with people just on a daily basis, is energizing, because when you walk away, if you've really contributed to them, when you walk away, there's a feeling that comes over you that you have done what you were supposed to do.
absolutely.
And if you walk away from it, you feel that also, because you realize that you missed an opportunity. So it's energizing to know that you've done what you were called to do.
Yes, very good, very good answers, ladies. Okay, let's move to the next question. Remember, this is about pursuing our purpose, and we have been given a clue as to what our purpose should entail. The next question: what are you willing to give up to help solve the world problem that you mentioned, Mr. Herbert?
The exact one that I
The
mentioned
one you mentioned.
about food,
Yes, sir.
well, sacrificing my time, because it would take time,
Absolutely.
and my knowledge. I would have to have knowledge of food banks,
Yes.
different areas, different programs, different grants.
Yes.
So I would have to educate myself on making sure that I'm qualified to be able to have food banks running, to make sure people have food in different areas. Because you need the food to be energized. So that's my, like we have an event today, food. I did a lot of cooking.
Yes.
Hope everybody liked it, cooked it.
Oh, I'm sure. Great.
But just to be able to make sure babies are fed.
Yes.
All throughout the world, we hear about it all throughout, on
Absolutely.
TV everywhere, Save the Children, and you know, it's about making sure you a child can't do good in school unless they're fed.
Unless they're fed.
They have to be fed.
Absolutely.
So I would have to, like I stated, I would make sure that my time
your knowledge,
and my knowledge is there.
those are key.
Yes.
Those are key. Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And Mr. James, the crime that you mentioned, what would you be willing to give up to help solve the world's problem of crime?
Well, it'd be good to speak with the youth Yeah. Tell them, let them know, stay in school,
Yes,
get an education,
yes.
find a trade, stay out the streets.
Mhm. That's wise. Good wisdom that they need. How would you go about initiating this contact with the youth? What sources would you go through?
Well, basically, that, on the street.
On the street,
Take it to
okay.
the streets.
Okay, take it to the streets, absolutely.
So most of them are hanging in the street,
They're hanging in the
on the
streets,
corners,
absolutely.
storefronts.
Yes, I see. Very good, very good. Did you ladies want to add to that?
What other I was thinking about is, some of it is part of ethics.
Mm,
They're not getting the ethics at home. And, sometimes they've never been taught that you should say please and thank you,
yes,
or, just general routine. So sometimes you just have to deal with it as it is. If you see a young man coming in, I have a thing about their pants falling off.
yes,
Okay, so, I may even say to somebody I don't know,
yes.
you would look better with the pants pulled up. He
Yes.
might not like it, but, sometimes it's just, no one has ever said it.
Exactly.
So sometimes you need to just say it.
Exactly.
It'll give them a different kind of awareness, not in chastisement.
That's good.
Okay, you're not trying to chastise them or any of that. You're really just trying to educate them and give them a broader
Yes,
perspective.
that's good.
Most of us down some peer pressure.
Yes, yes,
They want to fit in.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
They need to
Yes.
know it's all right not to fit in.
And
Exactly.
it's just a cycle.
Yes,
Mhm.
Your father did it.
yes.
Mhm.
It sounds like each of you are willing to give up your time, your knowledge, your resources to aid in the world's problems. That's good. Thank
We
you.
have to.
We do. And that falls under, the scripture says, when I was in prison, you visited me. Because when we are wayward, when we are going about not abiding by the law, or we are not disciplined in the things in which bring about constructive behavior, then sometimes our path goes in a direction that we did not plan for. And the scripture speaks of that. When I was in prison, you visit me. And it seems like each of you in your responses are willing to give that time, that knowledge, the resources that you have to those. So you would be visiting Jesus
Because
in
without
the
the
prison.
tight family net, the streets become a family.
Exactly.
You know.
So our next question, very good, thank you. How can we create meaningful connections with others? And this goes back to what we were just saying. Think of those who, we are in a retirement community. You live in a retirement community. So everyone here, including your guests, we're 55 and above. we have one young one in the room. But other than that, the rest of us are legally able to live here. So let's think in terms of the elders and the care that we need, the attention that we need, the fellowship that we need from one another in different ways. Not everyone drives. Not everyone is mobile with their own legs. We have a plethora of issues that we're dealing with once we get to our distinguished age. And so how can we create meaningful connections with one another? Ms. Lynette.
For me, you have to present yourself to be friendly, able to listen. it isn't all about you and what you're thinking, because, if someone is approaching you, they're not gonna be very comfortable with giving out the information right away. So they have to be comfortable with you first of all. And that's how I usually try it. If someone if I say hello and they don't say hello no more, I might walk away. Okay, but next time I'm gonna say hello again.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna follow up and ask.
I'm gonna say
Would you
hello
try it again?
I'm gonna try it again.
Good for
And
you.
I will keep doing it.
Good
And
for you.
And if they're resistant, it's just gonna make me wanna do it even more.
I like that
So,
response.
that's how I work it.
Yes, yes. How about you, Miss Alice? What can we do to create meaningful relationships, connections with others?
Prayer service.
Ah.
Yes, prayer service. I mean, because that's one of the gifts that the Lord has given me, you know, to pray with a person. And he also gave me the eye to see if a person is feeling well or not. And if I see anything about that person that I need to kind of connect with, I will do that. For example, just like at my church, you know, some people is a diabetic and what have you. And you take notice at sometimes they have that I can't pronounce it like I'm supposed to. Neuropathy. I can pronounce it.
Yes, I think you said it correctly.
That right there. And one thing I will do, I will share what I have learned that Dr. Knorr said. This is one thing he thinks on, and it is true, but I've tried to make it myself. A person that has neuropathy, wash your feet in cold water. And the reason why you wash your feet in cold water is because that cold water will open up your vein so that blood can flow. That blood can flow. And I tell you, everyone that I see, I share that.
Yes.
I share church or whatever. And if you're not gonna understand until you try it. Like I said, I myself have tried it, and everyone that the Lord has blessed me to let them know about that method, they've been successful.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful. I like the answers that you have given on how we can make meaningful connections. One, Miss Lynette said, repetition, don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up, because they did not respond in that meaningful way right away. We never know what people are going through. And Miss Lynette said, go back again, try it again, try it again. And I like what you said, Miss Alice, sharing knowledge and prayer.
Right.
Inviting them to a prayer service. Wonderful, wonderful. Gentlemen, would you like to add to that? How we can create meaningful connections with others?
Well, on a group basis, they have what you call interfaith fellowship. This is where all the different faiths come together and discuss community problems, learn one another's religion, because it's only one humanity, one God. That's all it is. I mean, and once we were able to learn one another, then most of all the problems are solved.
I know.
So
it's the differences that separate us, isn't it?
Sure, and the ignorance of not knowing. Because scriptures was given to different prophets that came, different books. Because the people went off track. So they had to send someone, God gave them a book, go back to the people, talk to the people, because there's only one humanity. I mean,
how did
interfaith.
I was going to ask you to interface.
Well, go ahead.
That is very good. That is relevant. Many times we are just passing That, I like the name of that, the interface. A lot of times we're just passing by and we'll do a wave, and that sometimes we are running and we have to do that. But I like how Miss Lynette said, if you're going, come back and make those connections, like Mr. Muhammad is saying. That's very good, very good. What about you, Mr. James?
It's communication. Once you got to build that trust.
Yeah, that's key.
If they don't, because people are afraid.
Yes, yes,
You build that trust and then
That's key.
communicate.
yes.
I think that's the key to it.
Helping people drop their guards, feel safe.
Right.
Helping people feel safe.
And once they learn,
Yes,
you that trustworthy person.
yes. That's very important.
You gotta find that common ground.
Yes. And the way you do that, you're gonna have to spend time, right?
Right.
You're gonna have to spend time together. Very good, very
Can
good.
I ask you a question if I may?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you familiar or ever heard about interfaith interactions and different, where you from? You said, you live in Washington?
In DC, yes.
Oh, well, there's a lot of interfaith that goes on out there.
Oh,
For years and years, it was set up back in the early 70s.
you have to update me after this,
Okay.
because you have a lot of knowledge in so many areas. I most certainly want to sit
Okay,
with
we'll
you
talk.
and
We'll
glean,
continue, okay.
glean all that knowledge. I most certainly do. Okay, let's move to the next question, okay? How do we help ourselves and others by expressing ourselves and our emotions and our opinions and ideas? In other words, we identify who we are. We stand our ground. We share who we are. We're different. We're different. So how does that help you and help others when you identify with yourself and you feel free to express that, who you are? How does that help you and how does that help others?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be yourself. How does that help you? What does that do for you?
I am who I am.
Yeah,
They either accept me or you don't.
exactly. Yeah. Does that make you feel good about yourself?
Yes.
That you stood
Because
up
I-
and
that's
represented
where
yourself?
I know I'm a good person. I don't
Yes.
I don't bring no harm.
Yes. Yes.
No
Exactly.
pretense.
No pretense. And so when we represent ourselves correctly, it makes us feel proud, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
It makes us feel like a friend to ourselves, would you say?
And the other person will have something good to say about you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then two people can feel the spirit of you.
Mm.
They can feel the spirit of you.
And that's how you're helping them.
That's right.
You're helping them to get stronger, bolder. So courage, right?
Yes.
Because they may be a little shy, a little afraid, a little timid
Right.
to stand and introduce themselves
Right.
or present themselves.
True.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, it's this lady minister that I know,
Mm-hmm.
and she was a teacher, and I was a teacher aide, and I wasn't where she's at from what have you, right? But the boldness that the Lord placed in me,
Yes.
she would call me before she would call this other minister,
Yes.
what have you, because she was looking for that push.
And you gave,
And
she
God
saw that
gave me
in
that.
you.
Got that.
Fine
Exactly.
example, fine
Exactly.
example.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Well, it looks like we have maybe about 4 minutes, about 3 or 4 minutes. We have about 5 more minutes. So we can proceed. Okay, did anyone else want to add to, the benefits in standing for yourself and projecting yourself in the world, your identity, who you are, how it benefits yourself and how it benefits others? Anyone else want to add anything to that?
I just wanna say one thing on that. though.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good. Sometimes though, you have to know who you're talking with also.
Wisdom.
Cause you don't wanna ruffle nobody, cause like you said, and it was mentioned that she said, you don't know what kind of disposition this person had. You're in the car, cause sometimes I'm in the car, blah, 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 but I don't know what kind, they're doing like stuff behind the wheel, but I don't know what they had, so face to face, whatever, give it, and like James also said, then you just, you did it, you gave it. So you said, well, I at least gave it, so maybe down the road, next day, whatever, they would say, and it would come to them, and then they'll try it themselves.
Exactly.
So you
Very
have to
good.
know your audience.
Very good. I agree. Very good. Okay. Our next question. I think I skipped one there. I had something stuck there. This one follows right up with that. How can we help others learn how to help themselves in areas of fear and doubt? And Miss Alice, you actually spoke on that. You actually gave a testimony to that with the friend minister that you have. She was a little hesitant in stepping forward, and you being strong and courageous in that area of stepping forward with who you are, with your identity. She latched right on to that.
True.
Yeah.
So
How did that make you feel?
at first I was like, me? And not only her, I mean, I had people, when I was walking in the park, Martin Luther King Park, I had a young lady that she walked till she got right up there beside me. And when she got right beside me, so she started talking. And what she was talking, it was more about her family. So the Lord sent her up there to talk to me, because the Lord knew, He knew something I didn't know really, He does, but it was just like a little counseling,
Exactly.
And so we talked, and the things that I shared, the Lord allowed me to share with her, helped her.
That's
She told me,
wonderful.
she said to me,
That's
she said, Alice,
wonderful.
she said, you know what? So I have talked to people, and everybody that you talk to, you can't trust what they
That goes
say.
back to Mr. Muhammad. You have to know your audience.
Yeah.
That's very important. That's very important. Mr. Muhammad nailed that. He hit the nail on the head, as they would say. Miss Lynette, would you like to add anything to that briefly before we close?
I just was thinking that you have to have a little discernment.
Same thing. Very good.
Yeah, a little discernment.
That discernment.
Not only for that person, but also for what God is asking you to do.
Very good. Very good. You all have given some wonderful, wonderful answers. I know you have helped our audience. Do you all have any questions? Does anyone have a question for someone at the panel? Anything? Not this time? Okay. So I want to thank you all. Let's give our panelists a round of applause. We want to thank you all so much for your time, for your energy, for your information, your wisdom, your knowledge, and sharing with us today. We will walk away stronger, wiser, and bolder in what we do for the Lord. Thank you.